Python tuple can be defined by the smooth parentheses. The type of the tuple is actually tuple. Tuple can be heterogeneous. So here we have an integer, char, and floating point. And this is all okay. In fact, this is a very convenient way to passing parameters between functions, object. Right? So because this is so, you could even put an object inside the object, right? So tuple can be indexed. So one is the second one, it's like a letter one. The type of this second one is the string. The type of first one is integer, and the type of the last one is that floating point. So this is a heterogeneous tuple. So, and we can also do a range, say 1 to 2, but remember in Python, the last one is the exclusive. So if you do it from 0, oops, not 0, that's actually shows the first one 2. Yes, the first one is 2. So, okay, the tuple is so-called immutable in the sense that we cannot assign the element to a different value. So if we just say 2, 1 equal 2, that actually gives us an error. Basically, tuple does not support this item assignment. Why that's the case? I don't know. So, but that's what the Python is. So, but tuple is not mutable in the sense that you cannot assign the item inside of the tuple. So, but you can iterate over it. So, those are not. You can let's see. You can also regenerate it. I mean, you cannot assign it, but you can recreate it one. So here we have another tuple with the second element is 2, and remember the first element. What's the first element? First element is that TE? Is that what we call T? Whoops, that's still empty. Is T? Sorry, we call it a T as well. Oh, and then we call both one T. That would be confusing. I see. Well, the first one is the lat, with the middle one is 1. So I guess now we got the second example. We put it into the also called T, and then we override it. So, so this one we mentioned that the X and Y we can assign the simultaneously. This is actually quite convenient in Python, right? So X and Y, literally that's actually treated as a tuple. X is red, Y is green. And in fact, we can actually switch X and Y this way. So yeah, Python, what that's behind is actually a tuple, treated as a tuple operation. Okay, there's a student who just joined. Please sign in on Socratic. Okay. Tuple, one of the most useful way of tuple is passing a parameter, and in this case, return from a function. So this example to show we are going to get a quotient and a remainder of 2 integers X and Y. So A will be the quotient and R will be the remainder. That's the integer division quotient, and that's the remainder. So, and then if we divide it by, so if it's 13 divided by 3, the integer division is 4, remainder is 1, that's correct. So what are the, if we do it 15, that would be 5 and 0. Okay, very good. If we, what other example we do? 10, what's this, what? 5, that'd be 2 and 0. 11 and 5, that would be 2 and 1. Yeah, so this is the integer division. And integer division returned by tuple. So, okay. In the next example, I'm going to let you study this. Oh, let me see. The next example, I'm going to, okay. I'm going to let you look at this and then answer the question, what will the printout of this section of code? So going to go to the Socratic. Yeah, 27. Okay, that's right. 27. There are some students didn't join apparently. So I'm going to ask you to explain what's the output of 4, 5. Okay, let's see. 173 seems to be, well, the 13 is theirs. Mine, yours. I think 133, 135. Okay, it look like 137 or 173, 175. I mean, you can type the code and try to run it. Because, well, let me run the code. So this is basically a Python function with a tuple at the input, and that's a defined function. And now this tuple is defined here. It's actually a tuple of tuple. So this tuple actually, each element is a tuple. And the first element is an integer, second element is the word. So it's a tuple of a tuple which can turn two elements, integer and a word. So there, so for loop go over the every small tuple. So it looks like a Colab still remember that T is from the previous one. That's actually a bit confusing because, well, it's also because the naming the T, I always use the T as a tuple, so it's a bit confusing. But remember, this is a temporary variable. It's actually nothing to do with the T previously. So I think the Colab tried to be too smart here. So, so the first one is the integer. If the first T1 is the second one, is the word. If that is not in the word, we put that word in the word at the tuple, and then that's how basically the for loop go out every tuple, and then we pick the minimal of the numbers. The first one is the numbers. And then we also pick the maximal numbers. And then we found out the what? Unique word, the length of the tuple. Remember I see. Tuple is unique. Did we mention this? No, I skipped that. Maybe we should put the text there. Values in tuple of not values, items are unique. So then we will put this length. That's actually means unique number of unique element. So define that 173. So and this is because the smallest integer is 1, the largest integer is 7, and how many unique word in this? Mine repeated twice, yours repeated twice. So the unique word is mine, yours, and theirs. That's 3. So this is a bit challenging because you every output is actually there's an intermediate value inside of it. So this is I guess if this is an exam, it's a multiple choice or short answer, this will be one of those challenging questions. Yeah. So let's go back to the answer. See, it looked like only 10% are correct. 1,